Whether or not it was an invitation, the North Korean army crossed the 38th parallel to attack South Korea on June 25, 1950. Because North Korea invaded without warning, it met with little resistance. And within 36 hours, the army was moving its tanks into the outer suburbs of Seoul, the capital of South Korea. The United States responded by pushing a resolution through UN Security Council calling for military assistance to South Korea. With this resolution in hand, President S. Truman rapidly dispatched the land, air, sea, and ground forces to South Korea's defense in what he termed a police action. The American intervention turned the tide, and U.S. and South Korean forces marched into North Korea. The focus of attention turned to the peninsula of Korea, separated from northeast China by the Yalu River. Once controlled by Japan, Korea had been divided into two independent countries by the United States. In the Soviet Union after World War II, the dividing line was set at 38th parallel of latitude. President Harry S. Truman ordered American troops who were stationed in the Japan to move to South Korea. The soldiers were mainly occupation troops who had not been trained for forced marches in mountain range or heavy combat in rice paddies. Nor did they have the military equipment needed to stop the invasion. Soon after, soldiers from the U.S. countries joined the American and South Korean forces. There was no victory in Korean War. North Korea remained a communist country allied to China and the Soviet Union. And soon Korea stayed a non-communist country allied to the United States and the major democracies. Yet the war had an important long-term result. Truman had committed U.S. troops to battle without any congressional declaration of war. This set a precedent that future presidents would follow. The Korean War also led to increased military spending. By 1960, military spending accounted for nearly half of the federal budget. More than 1 million U.S. soldiers were stationed around the world. That is all for today.